we'll go again on the same type of thing as before. No, you're not going out, you're going up there. Come on. So we will do a bit more on the neck, and a bit more on the posture. We need to do some balance stuff as well sometimes, some more standing up stuff. Maybe I'll wait till Mum's back for that. So sitting on your mat with your legs outstretched, roll those shoulders up to your ears, round and back. Roll those shoulders up to your ears, round and back. Roll those shoulders up to your ears. Put your hands on the floor behind. Lift that chest up. Take that chin all the way up to the sky. So be gentle with your neck with this because it's a beginning. So pushing the chest forward, pushing those shoulders back, taking the chin up as high as you can, stretching through that throat. And then bringing that chin down into the chest, keeping those shoulders behind you. Keeping them back, opening the chest, lifting it, push the seat bones down, push the knees down, pull the toes to the nose, and then lengthen, breathing in, breathing out, push that head. So I'm pushing my head at a 45-degree angle from my body, so I feel the stretch down through those shoulders. And I swing the head towards the right, keeping the eyes down, keeping the face down, and I bring it through the center. And I take it towards the left, breathing in, breathing out, bring to the center, bring it right, and then lift that left ear from the left shoulder. And just turning the face round to the left, bringing it all the way down again, lifting the chest, bring the eyes to the center. Take the head to the left side of the left leg. Lift that chest, pull those shoulders together. Pushing the right ear away from that right shoulder. Turning that face a bit to the right. And then bringing it back to the center, lifting the chest, lifting the eyes to horizontal. Bringing those hands on the thighs again. And then round, actually bend the knees, pull that hip bone forward onto those thighs. So hold behind the leg, pull that hip bone down. So we go onto the front bottom, hold behind those at the base of those calves, pulling forward, and then you can round yourself over and push through the spine, push the lower back, middle back, upper back. Slide those hands down towards those feet so the knees are bent so you can reach them. Lift your eyes up. Put the index finger on the big toe and push it away. Push on the next toe, push it away. Push on the next one. Push on the next. Put on the little toe. And then push all the toes away. And then run those hands over and put the ball of your hand in the crease of your toes and pull all those toes towards you. And then you can push on the big toe more. Use your thumb, pull on the next toe along, middle toe, fourth toe, baby toe, and then push them again. And then rub that thumb in the arch of the foot, and round those fingers around the outside, pull those feet away from each other. And then pull those feet towards each other. So we're really turning the balls of the feet using your hands. And then push on the thumb, push the thumb on the big toe joint, pull those soles of the feet away from each other. And then release those feet, sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Put the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind you, lift and turn. So lifting that body up, head up to the sky, taking the chin over that right shoulder. Lifting that right chest, lifting that left chest. Pushing yourself all the way around. Use that left hand to push that torso and then release back to the center. And then put the right hand on the left knee, left hand behind, lift that chest, lift that right shoulder, lift that left shoulder, take that chin over that left shoulder, breathing in, breathing out. Use that right hand to turn through that torso. And then come back round to the center. Bring those arms up in front of you. Breathing in and then breathing out, rolling all the way down to the floor. Take those arms all the way overhead. Reach that right hand away from the right foot, stretching that right side. And then take that right hand over to the left. Take hold of the wrist in the other hand and pull. Pulling it over. Bring those hands to the center and take the left wrist in the right hand and pull that all the way over to the right and stretch that right side. Breathing in. Breathing out, come back to center, push both hands. Bring those hands up into the sky. Lift yourself all the way up to sitting. Okay, take your squidgy ball. So we're going to lay the squidgy ball between the shoulder blades. So lay yourself down, have your knees a little bit bent. So I've got the squidgy ball between my shoulder blades. I'm going to take my head in my hands and I'm going to rest that head on the floor. So I'm just going to, let I've got my elbows are perpendicular to the body. My arms would be out at 90 degrees if the arms were straight. So you can have the arms straight or have them bent. And I just want you to rock side to side a little bit. So the ball goes on the right shoulder blade and then on the left shoulder blade. On the right, on the left, and just move that jaw and loosen it while you're rolling side to side. Good, and then get that in the center and take those hands all the way overhead and reach and stretch. Just moving, take that left hand, left wrist in the right hand and pull that away. So we do a bit of a curve around, a bit of banana, and then release, and then take the right hand over to the left, stretching, and then release, and then just rock side to side. And then move that ball, just slide the body up so the ball comes down to those bottom ribs, lengthening. And then move that body up so the ball comes up to the sort of base of the neck. And just rocking here. So push the tailbone down, pushing the back of the head into the floor. Just rock that head over so the right ear goes to the ground. So I've got my hands in a pitchfork position. So bend your elbows down, yeah, so they're not too strained overhead. So pull that right nostril down towards the floor, stretching through that neck. Pull those pulling that left shoulder in towards the floor. Bring that head back up to the top. You can use your hands if you want. And then you can use your hands to turn the head so the left ear goes to the floor. Pulling that nostril, that left nostril down. Stretching through that neck. So having the ball under our lower back here is getting rid of that hunchback. It's getting those vertebrae a bit straighter, getting the neck a bit straighter. And we've got a bit of traction because we're lifted slightly. Use the hands, bring the head back up to the center. Bring the head over to the right, so the right ear is to the ground. Pulling that nostril down to the floor. Pulling those shoulder blades back around the ball, pushing the breastbone up. Open your mouth as wide as you can. And release. This time open your mouth and stick your tongue out. And release. Open your mouth one more time. Just do whatever you want with your tongue. And release. Bring that head up to vertical. Lift that head around and to the other side. So I'm using my hands slightly to turn my head. Breathing in on the out breath. Pull those shoulder blades down. Push those elbows into the floor. Pull that nostril down. Open your mouth as wide as you can. And release. This time open it and stick your tongue out. And release. Open it one more time and you can do whatever you want with your tongue. And release. Bring that head back up to center. Pull those elbows into the floor. Push that chest up high, keeping the backs of the hands to the floor. Keeping those shoulders down towards the waist. Release those arms, bring the hands up. Bring those hands and hold them together above you. And just move that ball down towards those bottom ribs. And then take the head in the hand and just lift yourself up off your ball. So what the ball does is it allows you to open wide sideways as well as arching head around. Okay, we're going to use the roller, but the roller should feel a little more, a little easier. We didn't use the roller last week. So elbows on the roller and rest the bottom ribs on the roller. So we're just going to go ever so gently. So breathing in, take the head in the hands, breathing out, extend over. Pushing that head down, pushing that chest up. So you should feel stretch in the front of the body as opposed to cricks in the back, because we've done the cricks with the ball. Bring that head back up. Move the roller up a touch. Breathe in. Breathing out, open over it. Chest up, tailbone down, head down. Bring that head back up. Move the roller up one more time. Breathe in. Breathing out, open. Lengthen. Take that head in the hands. Lift the tailbone up, roll the roller down to the bottom ribs. Roll it up to the base of the neck. Roll it down. Roll it up. Lean on that left side, rolling down. Go a bit further over to the left as you come back up. Go completely onto the left as you go back down. Go up and down on that side just a couple of times. Working through those shoulders, working through those arms, working through that shoulder blade. Down on those bottom ribs and go back onto leaning back towards the back. Going all the way onto the back. And then leaning onto the the right. So just going on the right side of the back. Going a little further over as we come down with the roller. A little further over as we come up. All the way on that side. All the way up, all the way down. And then leaning back onto the back. Taking the head in the hands. Opening that chest. Big breaths in, big breaths out as you move up and down. And then rest in that bra strap area, take that head down, holding on to put the thumbs in the base of the skull and just rock that skull a little bit right, a little bit left, so you're tractioning it. Breathing in, breathing out, and then release. And then lifting that head up, pop the bum on the floor and lift yourself off that roller. So the roller feels tricky when we haven't done it for a while. I feel it a little bit at the moment. So pull those knees down into the floor. Lift yourself up tall. Just hold yourself here. Be still. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then slump the bum back. Curl that body. And then just gently leaning forwards down towards those feet. Stretching through that back. And then peeling yourself back up to vertical. Rolling those shoulders up to ears, round and back. Put the hands on the floor behind. Lift that chest up. Bring that chin up into the sky. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring yourself hands forward. Hold behind those legs. And just lift yourself up nice and tall. Push those seat bones into the floor. Rock on the right. Rock on the left. Feel even weights between those seat bones. Shimmy. Lift yourself tall. Make sure your tummy button, your nose is above your chin, is above your breastbone, tummy button, crutch. So you're straight. You're not leaning more on one side than the other. Bring those hands up in front. And then slowly lower all the way down to the floor. All the way down to flat. Bring those arms all the way overhead. Stretch and reach. Push that right hand from the right foot. Push that left hand from the left foot. Push both hands from both feet. And then pull those shoulders. Push the head into the floor. Pull those shoulders down towards the waist. Pull the bottom ribs into the floor. And then flatten that lower back. And then arch the lower back, trying to keep the ribs down. Flatten. We've got the hands overhead, so it's challenging us. Arch the lower back. Flatten. Arch. Bring those hands straight up above you. Flatten the lower back. Arch. Feel how much easier it is when your arms are up. Flatten. Arch. Come into the neutral position. So find the middle position. Bring those hands down onto the pelvis. Feel that pubic bone, feel those bony bits on the side of your pelvis. Try to get them horizontal if you had a spirit level. Keep those shoulders down away from the ears. Lift those arms back up into the sky. Take those arms out wide. Squeeze those shoulder blades together underneath your back. And bring those hands together. So I'm keeping my spine still, just moving my shoulders. Bring those hands down to the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Push those hands away, bring them up, open those shoulders, let them slide around the body. Hands to the floor, squeeze those shoulders. Hands to the sky, feel those shoulder blades lift around the body. Bring that right knee up, bring that right knee in. Bring that left knee up, bring that left knee in. Keep that neutral spine, so I've got a small lift in my lower back. Putting those knees towards the armpits, let those legs drop apart. Put the hands on the inside of your knees. Holding those shoulders away from the ears, pull those knees apart. Now push the knees towards each other so that you're tensing them against your arms. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Breathing in. Breathing out, release, let those knees come apart more. Push that right knee all the way down to the floor. Hold it there. Feel that stretch in that right hip. Let the left hip lift up. Pull that left knee all the way down to the floor. Right leg, right hip lifts up. Pulling that left knee down. And then release. Pull that right leg all the way over. So we're rocking the pelvis, keeping those shoulders on the floor, keeping those ribs on the floor. Feel the stretch on the inner thigh. Bring that left leg all the way down and over. And then take that right leg all the way down and over. Keeping that left knee apart. And then all that left knee down, keeping that right knee away. And then back to center, letting those legs pull apart. Let that right leg go out straight. Let that left leg go out straight in the sky. Point those toes, pull those legs apart, straighten the legs, flex those feet. Point, flex, circles with those feet one way. Circles with those feet the other way. Keep those legs there. Shoulders into the floor. Lift that head up and turn it round to the right, pushing the right ear to the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out, push that nostril to the floor. Pull those shoulders away from the ears. Feel the stretch. Is your inner thigh affecting your neck? Breathing in, breathing out. Bring that head to the sky. Lift that head and turn it to the left. Pull that left nostril to the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. Lift that head up straight. Let those knees bend and the feet fall down. Bring those knees together. Pull those knees into the chest. Let that tailbone lift up. Put the hands around the feet or grab your big toes. Bring those shin bones vertical. Hold on to your big toes. Push your tailbone into the floor and push those heels into the sky. Push the tailbone into the floor, push the heels into the sky. Push the Shoulders down to the ground behind you, breathing in. Breathing out, release the bum. Put your fingers around the sole of your feet from the outside. So I'm holding the ball of my foot. Push those feet into those fingers. Push those heels up, pull those shoulders to the floor, push the tailbone down, stretching through that hip. Breathing in. Breathing out. Push the back of the head into the floor. And then release. Let those knees bend. Let those feet come to the floor. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Put the hands on the floor, palms up. Breathing in, flatten the lower back, push through the heels, lift those hips up into the air. So we feel a stretch through the quads, lengthening through those shoulders, pushing down towards the feet. Flatten that back all the way down to the ground. Arch the back at the bottom, breathing in. On the out breath, flatten, push through the heels, lift. Hold yourself here. Lift that head and turn it to the right. Pushing that nostril to the floor. Push those hands away. Keep those shoulders on the ground. Lift those hips up higher. Bring those eyes up to the sky. Bring that head back up to its straight position. And then lift it over the other way. Push those fingers down towards the toes. Push that nostril to the floor. Lift those hips higher. Push through those heels. Breathing in. Breathing out. Stretch through that neck. And then bring those eyes back up to the sky and lower the back all the way down to the ground, arching at the bottom. Breathing in. On the out breath, lift. Pushing through the heels. Bring those arms all the way over onto the floor above the head. Breathing in. On the out breath, lower that back all the way down to the ground. Bring those hands to the sky, bring them all the way over. Breathing in. Flatten the back, push through the heels, pubic bone up to the sky. Lifting. Bring those arms all the way overhead. Breathing in. On the out breath, lower that back all the way down to the ground, one vertebra at a time, bending the spine. Bring those hands to the sky, bring them all the way down by your side. Breathing in. On the out breath, flatten the back, lift and push. Bring those arms all the way up, bring them overhead. Breathing in. On the out breath, lower all the way down to the ground. Arch the back at the bottom, bring the arms back down by the side. Staying here, bring that right knee in, take hold of it. Lengthen the left leg out straight. Bring that right leg over the body. So we do some mobilizing up and down, then we do some rotation. Push that right arm away, push that left leg straight, bring the right knee to the floor, follow the hip after the knee, breathing in, breathing out, lengthen. Push that hand away. Roll over onto the left-hand side and take hold of the right foot in the right hand. Push that right foot into the right hand. Let that right foot and hand go away behind your body. Let them go away and lengthen. Really push them away. Breathing in. Keep the pubic bone forward. Don't let the lower back arch. Let the foot and hand come back towards the bum. Now push them away again. Stretching through that quad. Let the foot and hand come in again. Lengthen and let the foot and hand go away again. Bring it all the way back in again. Release that leg. Roll back onto the back. Bring that knee up towards the shoulder. Take the foot in the left hand. Turn that leg. Bring the other leg in. Put that foot against the other leg, pull that leg towards, push this leg, then the right knee away. Just holding like that. Take hold of the foot, get rid of the left leg, lengthen the left leg, glide the right leg to the left, glide it right. Got the shin across the body, gliding it left, gliding it right. Gliding it left, feel that stretch in that glute, gliding it right. Release the right foot, pull that right knee up further. And then let the right foot go on the floor. Take the hands overhead, reach and stretch. Feel that right leg is flatter to the floor. Shoulders away from the ears. Bring those hands all the way up to the sky. Bring that left knee in. Pull that left leg up. Pull that left leg over the body. Turn the eyes left. Push the left knee to the floor. Follow the hip after the knee. Follow the shoulder after the hand. Big breaths in, big breaths out. Big breaths out. Release on the out breath. Roll over onto that right hand side. Support the head with the underneath arm. Take hold of this left leg in that left hand. Now push the foot into the hand. Lengthen that foot and hand away from you. Pushing the foot and hand away from the body. So the knee comes behind, Helen. Really get that knee behind you. And then let that foot and hand come close. Breathing in on the out breath. Push the foot in the hand and extend that foot and hand away behind. And then let it come in again towards the bum. And then push it into the hand and extend it away behind. And then let it come into the bum. Pull that foot into the bum, stretching that, you change the angle of the stretch. And then release that foot, roll back onto the back. Bring that knee up into the body. Take hold of the left foot in the right hand. Bring that right leg up. Push that left knee away. Breathing in, breathing out. Pulling that right foot up, pushing that left knee away. Let go of that right leg and hold the left foot in the right hand, left knee in the left hand. Glide that foot across the body and then bring it back. Glide it across. Feel that stretch in the glutes. Bring it back. Glide it across. Bring it back. Glide it across. Bring it back. Release the foot, hold on to the knee. Pull it all the way up towards the shoulder. And then let go of that knee. Let the foot on the floor. Let the leg go out straight. Let the arms go out above the head. And feel both legs feel more similar. Breathing in. Breathing out, bring those hands up to the sky. Pull those shoulders into the floor. Neutral spine, take those arms apart from each other, palms up. Pushing the back of the head into the floor. Lifting the spine away from the floor as you push the back of the head into the floor. And then release, bring those palms together. Breathing in. On the out breath, neutral spine, bring those hands apart, backs of the hands on the floor, push the head into the floor, lift that spine and shoulders away from the floor. And then lift that head, those hands back together, releasing the shoulders, breathing in. On the out breath, take those hands apart, push the back of the head into the floor, let the shoulders, so my shoulders are just soft on the floor. I can move my torso, I can glide to the left. Slide to the right. So I'm just sliding on the floor with my hands and the weight's on the back of my head. Release the back in the floor, bring those hands all the way up to the sky. Draw in the core, feet are vertical, tighten the thighs, make sure your heels, and bring your toes to your nose so your heels are off the floor. So we engage the legs, draw in the core so we're not arching the lower back. Breathing in on the out breath, take those hands apart, backs of the hands to the floor, push the back of the head in the ground, shoulders are just off the ground. They're touching, but there's no weight. Shimmy the hands left, shimmy right, shimmy left, shimmy right. Come to the center, push the back of the head into the floor, and then release the shoulders down, bring those hands all the way back up to the sky. Breathing in on the out breath, bring those hands down by the side, palms up. Bend the knees, right leg up, left leg up. Drawing in the core. So we're squeezing like we're stopping ourselves having a wee. Bring both feet up off the floor. Knees are above the hips. Drawing in the core, take the right foot down to the floor, bring it back. Take that left foot down, pushing the back of the head in the floor and bring it back. Take that right foot down, tap the floor, bring it back up. Take that left foot down, tap the floor, bring it back up. Okay, both feet, pushing the back of the head in the floor, having those shoulder blades touching the floor, drawing in the core, lowering both feet down. Lift both feet back up. Palms are up, both feet come down. Lift both feet up. So breathe in. On the out breath, lower. On the in breath, lift. On the out breath, lower. On the in breath, lift. On the out breath, lower. Have them hovering on the floor. Slide that right leg out straight. Bring that right leg back. Slide that left leg out straight. Bring that left leg back. Bring both legs back up. Clench with the bum as you take the legs out straight. So breathe in. On the out breath, feet to the floor. Slide that right leg out straight. Bring it back in. Slide that left leg out straight. Bring it back in. Bring both legs back up. Take both heels to the floor. This time, both legs out straight together. Out they go. Clenching, lengthening. Drawing those legs back in. Lift them back up. Let's do 3 more of them. Legs over, heels to the floor. Lengthen those legs out straight. Draw those legs back in. So I'm sliding my feet on the floor. Lift them back up. So you can put as much or as little load on the floor. Lower those legs to the floor. Push the back of the head in the ground. Lengthen those legs out straight. Bring those legs back in. Bring them back up. 1 more. Feet over to the floor. Take those legs out straight. Bring those legs back in. Lift them back up. So this time we're going to push the back into the floor and lift the tailbone up. So back down, lift that tailbone up and release. Trying to keep the head in contact with the floor. Lift, release, lift, release, lift, release, lift, release. 2 more. Lift, release, lift, release. Lower those feet all the way down to the ground. Lengthen those legs all the way out straight. Bring those arms up into the sky. Point the hands to the feet, roll yourself all the way up, sit up nice and tall. So you should be able to should feel that back. Might feel a bit lightheaded, so just take it easy. So lifting that chest up now, because we had that head pushed into the floor, we should have our neck nice and relaxed. Lifting up tall. Put the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind and turn. Lift your chest up, Helen. Don't lean back. Back round to the front. Right hand on left knee, left hand behind and turn. Back round to the front. Roll those shoulders. Okay, spin your legs around and come onto all fours. So we've got to replicate that spine position. This way up, sitting, standing, everything. So it should be fairly easy to find again because you've had it lying on your back. So you've got to pull the back of the neck up towards the sky. Lengthen the head. Knees are under the hips, hands are under the shoulders. Middle fingers parallel, turn the inside of the elbows forward. Pull the knees apart without moving them. Just create traction. So breathing in. On the out breath, tailbone down, back up, eyes down. On the in breath, tailbone up, eyes up, sink that back down. So the neck might be a bit more delicate. Turn the tailbone down, back up, let the eyes come down, let that head hang. And then tailbone up, belly down, eyes up. Slide those hands forwards on the mat, coming into this puppy pose. Forehead on the ground, breathing in. On the out breath, push those forearms down and towards the floor. So I've got my elbows off the ground and I'm stretching through my armpits. Breathing in. Breathing out, lowering that chest towards the floor. Breathing in. On the out breath, release the push. Claw those hands forwards a bit, lengthen those armpits. Drag your body backwards. Come up onto all fours. Tailbone down, back up. And then tailbone up, belly down, bring those eyes up. Slide those hands forward on the floor again. So we're stretching that chest. Push so I can get my chin on the floor. It's a bit hard to speak like this though. So my chin's on the floor, trying to get my chest down, pushing those forearms into the ground, keeping those armpits open, pushing those forearms, breathing in. On the out breath, lengthen, sink those armpits lower. And then glide the body backwards, drag those hands on the floor, come up over those hands. Tailbone down, back up. Tailbone up, bring the belly down. Come down onto your armpits, onto your elbows. And then lengthen your legs out so you come onto your tummy on the floor. Let those hands spread apart, forehead down. So let those toes relax so the toenails are down. Clench the bum and make sure those legs are straight so the feet will be off the floor. So first of all, forehead, hands are staying here. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. And I want you to lift the back of your neck up to the sky. So my eyes are looking down at the mat. The back of my neck's pulling up to the sky. Feel the tension. Breathing in. Breathing out. Push that back of that neck up into the sky. Breathing in. Tighten the tummy. Make sure the lower back's off, the lower belly's off the floor. Push the back of the neck up. And then release that head back down. Let the shoulders drop. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Push those forearms into the ground. So my shoulders are pushing back. Breathe in, and on the out breath, lift the back of the neck down to the sky. So my forehead staying towards the floor. Breathing in, pushing off those forearms. Lifting the back of the neck up into the sky. Feel the stretch through the whole neck. Tilt the head towards the left. So left ear comes to the shoulder. Back to the center. Tilt the head towards the right. Right ear comes towards the shoulder. Keep pushing off those arms. Keep the back of the head coming up. Back, straighten up that head. Pull that neck up to the sky. And then release the head on the floor. Release the shoulders. Let everything loose. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Lift those forearms and hands up into the sky. Draw the core and lift the belly up. Clench the bum, bring those knees and feet off the floor. Breathing in on the out breath, pass those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up for 1. Pass those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down to the ground. Let those shoulders flop. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Push those forearms into the floor. Have that forehead on the floor, but pull the back of the head up. Clench the bum, lift those legs up. Draw in the belly. Lift those arms and hands and forearms up. Pass them up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release everything down. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Lift yourself so your chest and head comes off the ground. Pulling the back of the neck up, back of the head up, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then release. Feel how easy that is when we use our arms to lift. Breathing in. On the out breath, point the legs, lift the head, lift the legs. and then release. Don't let the tummy push into the floor. Breathing out and lift. Breathing in and lower. Breathing out and lift. Breathing in and lower. Breathing out and lift. So I'm lifting my legs and my upper body. Arms are still on the floor and lower. One more like that. Lifting and lowering. Keep the forehead on the ground. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Clench the bum. Lift those legs. Lift those arms up. Breathing in. Draw the tummy in. Pulse the arms to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Roll over onto your left-hand side. So roll onto the left. So put the left leg straight and bring that right leg all the way over, tuck it under the left. Take both hands away from the body, one hand on top of the other, rest the head down on the floor, and bring that top arm all the way up and all the way over to open. Rotating that body, turning the eyes to look after the hand that's gone. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lengthen those arms away from those from each other. Bring those hands all the way back together. Bring those hands all the way open. Bring those hands all the way back together. Bring those hands all the way open. Bring those hands all the way back together. Keep those hands together here. Take the top hand down towards your leg, over your leg, around the back of the body, all the way over and back on top of the other one. Take it all the way down, over the knee, over behind you, all the way around, all the way back on top of the other one. Take it the other way, up to the sky, around above your head, all the way down, over your body. I have an obstacle of a dog in the way. All the way up over the head, all the way around, on the floor, round, 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 and back on the other one. Bring those hands up in the sky, bring them all the way over to open. Follow the eyes after that hand. Release those legs. Let your body spin over so you're facing the ceiling, and then turn over onto the other side. Right leg goes out straight, left leg tucks in under the right leg. Both hands on top of each other on the floor in front. Bring that top arm all the way up, all the way over to open. Bring it all the way together. Bring it all the way up and open. Eyes are following. Bring it all the way together. Bring it all the way up and open. Eyes following. Bring it all the way together. Take that top arm down towards the knee, over the knee, on the floor behind, all the way around and back. Take it all the way down, over the leg, all the way around, all the way back. Hold them there, take them the other way. Up on the floor, all the way over the leg. Joining each other all the way up, all the way over. Rest them on top of each other. Bring that top hand all the way up into the sky. All the way over and open, stretching, lengthening, breathing in, breathing out. Let those legs untangle, let them come up into the sky. Bring those hands all the way up into the sky above your body. Take those hands all the way over on the floor above the head. Reach and stretch, let that spine lift up. Pull those shoulders down towards the ears, pull that spine into neutral. Bring those hands all the way up into the sky. Roll yourself all the way up into sitting. Lift yourself up tall. And then rolling all the way back down again. Take those arms all the way overhead. Reach and stretch. Breathing in. On the out breath, hands all the way up into the sky. Pointing towards the toes, reaching all the way up towards those feet. Reaching and stretching. Lift yourself up nice and tall and roll yourself all the way back down again. Hands come all the way back overhead. Lengthen. Breathing in. Bring those arms all the way up. Bring them down by the side and roll over onto your tummy. Roll over onto your tummy. I was going to do a rolling up somersault over, but I thought that might be too flicky flacky. So hands are in that pitchfork position. Point those toes, clench the bum, lengthen the legs. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Lift the front of that body up, pushing the chest away from the floor, pulling the back of the head towards the ceiling. Draw the tummy in, bottom ribs are on the ground, knees and feet are just off the floor. Release everything down, breathe in. On the out breath, push to that position we were in before. Shoulders away from the ears, bottom ribs on the ground, clench the bum, lengthen the legs. Good, a little more lift with the chest off the floor and then lower. So we're bending that thoracic spine. Breathing in, on the out breath, lengthen the legs. Push those hands into the floor, lift that upper body, opening the chest. Slide those hands down towards those bottom ribs. Elbows in the sky, shoulders back. Push off the hands and come onto those thighs. So the chest is open. Push off the hands and come onto the knees. Straightening the arms. Good. Then bum goes in the air. Then stretch back in child pose. Lengthen through that spine. Breathing in. Breathing out. Pushing that chest down. Opening those armpits. Bringing the knees away from each other. Come up onto all fours. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Turn the inside of the elbows forward, middle fingers are parallel. Pull the knees apart from each other. Bring that right hand all the way up into the sky, stretch through that chest. Stretch through that lower back. Swing that right hand down and under that left shoulder, stretching that rib, those ribs. Push off that left hand, bring that right hand up. Stretching in that lower back, stretching those ribs. Release, push that right hand under the left hand. Push off the left hand, lift that right hand up. And then come, so one hand is either, your hands are next to each other on the floor. Back onto all fours. Turn the inside of the elbows forward, middle fingers are parallel, lengthen the head and neck, pull those knees apart. Lift that left hand up into the sky. So 3 on this side. Pull that shoulder back, push the right shoulder forward. Feel the stretch through that left hip. Release that left arm through under that right shoulder, trying to get the right shoulder above the left shoulder. Even weight on those knees, breathing in. Breathing out, push off that right hand, bring that left hand up. Turning the body, so pushing off the right hand to push the right shoulder forward creates the stretch in that left lower back. Release that left hand down and through. Breathing in. Pushing the left hand and then bring that left hand up into the sky. So if I just bring it in the sky and don't push off my right hand, I don't feel it in my spine. So push off the right hand, pulling the right shoulder forward, pulls that left shoulder back, creates more stretch. And then bring those hands next to each other on the floor. Middle fingers are parallel. Turn the inside of the elbows forward. Turn the tailbone down, push that spine up. Push that tailbone up, pull the spine down, bring the chest up. Find neutral. Walk those knees forwards on the floor and sit yourself down. Hop those legs out in front, hold under the thighs, lift that body up and forward and push those knees down towards the floor. So we're straight. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Look at those bodies. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Put the fists on the floor behind and just lift that chest. Pull the back of the head backwards. Bring those hands forwards, all the way up into the air in a big circle. Bring those arms all the way out wide, dust the floor. Bring those arms all the way up into the sky, hold them above your head, breathing in. Breathing out, reach those hands up high, lift that chest up, pull the back of the head backwards. Release those arms, rest them on the legs and roll your shoulders. So that should, but even looser on the neck, upper body,